Now, let's continue the discussion with a very basic and important term, market. If I asked you what is the definition of market, then 99% of my total students will answer the question as market is a physical place where a group of buyer and seller come together to make this transaction for goods. The answer is right, but this is a definition given from economic point of view. From marketing perspective, the definition of market is different. Here we state that market is a set of actual and potential buyers. How? For example, I am doing a job in Brack University and I have life insurance policy. So for insurance, I am the current or actual buyer. You are now a student. After 2 years, you are going to start your job, and there is a probability that you will also buy the insurance policy. So, for the insurance company, you are the potential buyers. So, you and me is a set of market, or we can say each an individual person is a market. So I am a market for insurance company. You are also a market for insurance company. Now, who are the marketers? Marketers is a person who is looking for a response or attention or want to make you purchase for his product or service. And in real world, you can see different pattern of marketers. Or in other terms, we can say that there are different patterns of customers so that the marketers are different. So let's see what are the different patterns of markets. There are 4 basic patterns of markets. The first one is consumer markets. So consider the organization Autobi. He is selling different patterns of furnitures. So while I am purchasing a table for my personal consumption, then I am the consumer market. And when Brack University is giving order for chairs for its classroom, then for Autobi, Brack University is business market. Global market means when a marketer is targeting not the markets of a defined country boundary rather than the entire globe. For example, consider Unilever, consider Procter & Gamble, consider Nestle. They are doing marketing for all around the world. They are targeting all the customers, so they are targeting global markets. And they are the global marketer. Then the last pattern of market is non-profit and governmental markets. So sometimes we get confused with the term non-profit. It doesn't mean that the organization is not going to make any profit. It's a very general procedure for an organization that when they are going to make a profit, they have to share a percentage of profit with their stakeholders. But in non-profit organization, they also do the profit, but they're not going to share the percentage of profit with the stakeholders. They are going to reinvest the profit, the entire profit, and their main target is to ensure the well-being of the society. So there are so many non-profit organization. Our BRAC NGO is non-profit organization. Then there are some government organization, for example, our WASA, DESA, these are the organization of under government control. So we are the customers who are consuming the utilities. So we are governmental markets. Okay. So here is the structure of flow in an modern exchange economy, how the money and resources is flowing from one pattern of market to another pattern of market. So you can see the flow of money, the flow of goods and services. Sometimes we are giving the taxes, sometimes against this tax we are getting the service from the government. The resources are sell to the ultimate target audience. The target audience is giving money against these resources, and this is how the entire exchange is taking place, and all the markets are involved in an economy to ensure the proper exchange of the money and resource flow. This is a very simple marketing system. There should be a company or a group of company known as industry, and there will be a group of buyers. The industry wants to sell the products or services to the market, that is the buyers, and the markets have to pay money against this product and service. But before that, markets have to collect the information about the industry, that is about the sellers, and industry or the sellers have to inform about their activities, whatever the benefits they are going to provide, whatever the products and service they are offering. All these things should be provided by the sellers to the buyers. That one is known as communication. So when the information and communication is matched, there is a match between information and communication, then the final action, that is taking the products and giving the money, will take place. Now I'm going to brush up the basic concepts of marketing. We already read all these concepts in principles of marketing, but still I'm going to give a flashback or some ideas about the marketing concepts. So start with the very basic point, that is needs, wants and demands. So what is needs, wants and demands? Consider that here is a person and his need is for verbal communication. As a social being we need to communicate, and as we are the social being of 21st century, so now we are looking for more modern devices for communication. So the very common device, that is telephone or mobile phone. So our need is verbal communication, and that's why we are looking a device. Which device is now very acceptable by us? It could be land phone, it could be cell phone. Because of the portability, we are accepting cell phone rather than land phone. So consider that this person is considering cell phone, that is his want. Want must be shaped up by the habit, practice, culture, social atmosphere and all these things. So when need is shaped up by culture, habit, and social context, then we will call it want. So here the person's basic need is verbal communication, and that is why he is picking up the current practice, that is cell phone. Now, what about demand? For cell phone, he could purchase the model from Apple. He could purchase the model from Xiaomi. Now, which one will be his demand? It depends upon his purchase capacity. So, when want will be backed by the purchase capacity, that one is known as demand. So, need is your basic feeling of deprivation. When these basic feelings of deprivation will be shaped up by your culture, habit, and practice, that one will be known as want. And when want will be backed by your purchase power, that one will be termed as demand. There are 5 levels or 5 categories of need. The first one is your stated need, what you are stating. Let's consider the need for car. I am stating that I want to purchase a car. So what is my need? I want to purchase a car. That is my stated need. Then I said that I want to purchase a car which may be costly, that is the initial price may be high, but it must have the minimum maintenance cost. So here I clearly state what kind of car I'm specifically looking for. I'm looking for a car which must maintain the servicing cost in my range. Now, if I purchase a car on this year, that is on 2020, I need not to state that I want a car which has automated gear, because right now almost every model introduced the automatic gear. So that one is my unstated needs. So when I am going to state a need, there may be some benefit which must be included. I need not to state that specific feature. That one is unstated need. I will be delighted if I get a spare wheel while I'm purchasing a car. So there could be an offer by the company. So if really I get the spare wheel, then that will make me delighted. Then secret need. Secret need is we don't want to express the need, but we are looking to satisfy that need. We can say hidden need. So if I saw that while I'm posting the picture of my new car, someone commented that, "Dear, you win the deal," then that will give me a different feeling of satisfaction. That one is secret need. So, stated need is what I'm stating. Real need is while I'm very much specific about my stated need. Unstated need is I need not to express the specific need because I know when I'm stating the need, the particular feature is going to come to fulfill my need. Delight need is really unexpected something. If that come, then that will make me very, very satisfied. And the secret need is I'm not stating the need, but I'm looking for this need. That one is a hidden need.